Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As the nights draw in and the air grows crisp, many of us are getting excited for Halloween. It's a time for spooky stories, costumes, and fun. But today, I want to take a moment to step back from the fantasy and remember some real-life stories from the UK that are linked to this time of year. These aren't tales of ghosts or ghouls, but of real people whose lives were tragically cut short. It's a reminder to all of us about the importance of safety, kindness, and looking out for one another, especially during times of celebration. Our first story takes us back to October 31st, 1990, in the village of Guising, near Swansea in South Wales. On that Halloween night, 15-year-old friends Karen Hadaway and Nicola Fellows were out playing, just like countless other children across the country. They were last seen buying a bottle of pop from a local shop around 8:30 p.m. When they didn't return home, a massive search was launched, involving hundreds of police officers and local volunteers. The community held on to hope, but the following day, a horrifying discovery was made in a nearby patch of woodland. The two girls were found together, their lives brutally taken. The case became known as the Babes in the Wood murders. The initial investigation was fraught with difficulties. In 1987, a local man was acquitted of the crime, and for decades, the families of Karen and Nicola were left without justice. They endured unimaginable pain, not knowing who was responsible for taking their daughters away. But they never gave up hope. They campaigned relentlessly, keeping the girls' memory alive and pushing for the case to be re-examined. Thanks to incredible advances in forensic science, a breakthrough finally came. In 2018, nearly 3 decades after that terrible Halloween night, another man was convicted of the murders. Thanks to DNA evidence that wasn't available in the 1980s, the conviction brought a long-awaited sense of closure to the families, but it could never erase their loss. The story of Karen and Nicola is a powerful testament to a family's enduring love and their fight for justice, and a somber reminder of the real dangers that can exist behind the festive facade of Halloween. Next, we travel to County Armagh in Northern Ireland. On Halloween night in 2010, the tight-knit community of Bessbrook was shaken by an event that would leave a permanent scar. A popular local man was attending a Halloween party at a friend's house. It should have been a night of celebration, but it ended in unimaginable tragedy. An argument broke out, which escalated into a fatal assault. The victim, a father of 4, lost his life in a senseless act of violence. The news sent shockwaves through the community, who couldn't comprehend how a night of fun could turn so dark. The aftermath was devastating for the victim's family. They had lost a beloved husband, father, and son. The perpetrator was brought to justice, but as we know, that can never truly heal the wounds of such a loss. The community rallied around the grieving family, offering support and solidarity. This story highlights a different kind of Halloween danger, one that doesn't come from strangers in the dark, but from situations where tempers flare and things get out of control. It serves as a crucial reminder about the importance of personal responsibility and conflict resolution. A single moment of anger can have irreversible and devastating consequences, changing countless lives forever. It's a sobering thought to carry with us, not just on Halloween, but every day. Our third story takes us to the bustling city of Leeds in 2014. As Halloween approached, a young university student named David was looking forward to a night out with his friends. He was a bright, popular young man with his whole life ahead of him. After a pre-party at a friend's house, the group headed into the city center. Tragically, David became separated from his friends during the night. In the early hours of November 1st, after the Halloween celebrations had wound down, David's body was discovered in the River Ira. The investigation concluded that his death was a tragic accident. It was believed that, disoriented, he had fallen into the water. David's death was a heartbreaking blow to his family, his friends, and the entire university community. It cast a shadow over what should be a carefree time for students. His story is a poignant and vital reminder about the importance of staying together and looking out for your friends on a night out. It's so easy to get separated in a crowded place, especially when everyone is in costume. Having a plan, checking in with each other regularly, and making sure everyone gets home safely are not just small details. They are crucial acts of friendship that can prevent a tragedy. This story isn't about malice or crime, but about a simple, devastating accident that could have been avoided. It underscores the responsibility we all share to ensure our celebrations don't end in sorrow. Finally, we turn to a more recent tragedy that took place in Cookstown County, Tyrone, Northern Ireland, on St. Patrick's Day in 2019, but with parallels that resonate deeply with any large festive gathering, like Halloween. 3 teenagers, Lauren, Connor, and Morgan, lost their lives in a crush outside the Greenvale Hotel. They were queuing to get into a disco event, full of excitement for the night ahead. But as the crowd surged towards the entrance, a desperate situation unfolded. People fell, and a terrifying crush ensued. The 3 young people, aged just 16 and 17, were caught in the chaos and tragically died. Many others were injured, both physically and emotionally. The incident was a national tragedy, highlighting the critical importance of proper crowd management and safety procedures at public events. It showed how quickly a festive atmosphere can turn into a life-threatening emergency. The families of Lauren, Connor, and Morgan were left to navigate an impossible grief, their children stolen from them on a night that was meant for joy. The community was heartbroken, and the event led to major reviews of safety protocols for public gatherings across the country. While this didn't happen on Halloween itself, it serves as a powerful warning for any large-scale celebration where crowds gather. It reminds us to always be aware of our surroundings, to know where the exits are, and to help others if we see them in distress. The memory of these 3 bright young lives urges us to demand better safety and to be more mindful participants in any celebration. These stories are heavy, and they are difficult to hear, but it's important that we remember Karen, Nicola, David, Lauren, Connor, Morgan, and the man from Best. They weren't characters in a scary movie. They were real people with families, friends, and futures that were taken away. Their stories remind us that while Halloween is a time for fun and fantasy, the real world requires our care and attention. So this year, as you're carving pumpkins or heading out to a party, please take a moment. Look out for your friends, be aware of your surroundings, and be kind to one another. Let us honor the memories of those we've lost by making our own communities safer and more compassionate. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to listen to these important stories. If any of the topics discussed have affected you, please know there are resources available to help. You can reach out to organizations like the Samaritans or Victim Support. Stay safe this Halloween. If you found this video meaningful, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel for more thoughtful content. We'll see you in the next one.